Hello and welcome to the Summer Game Fest 2026 recap I'm doing. So many games have been announced at this event that I'm just going to do a montage, not bother wasting time with my opinions. And then I'm also going to put several different events in this video, and I'll tell you when we switch over to a different event. But other than that, it's just going to be straight up game after game after game. So here we go. Starting with the Summer Games Fest. And that is it for the Summer Games Fest. Now on to Nintendo's Direct. And that was it for Nintendo's Direct. Now on to the Xbox Games Showcase. And that was it for the Xbox Showcase. Now on to the PC Gaming Show. And that was it for the PC Gaming Show. We got one more event we're going to run through, the Day of the Devs.
Into the fire.
And that concludes the Day of the Devs event, which concludes all the events in this video. I'm going to quickly go over some of my favorite announcements from these events. Starting with Resident Evil Veronica. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, so the remake of Code Veronica is definitely at the top of my list for most exciting, most anticipated games for me. And looks just like we only got a year to wait for that one to come out, so that's pretty awesome. Alien Isolation 2 is another one. A lot of people have been waiting for that game for I don't even remember, 2014 I think the original came out. So that should be hopefully really great whenever that comes out. Probably be a few years. We've known about it being in development for a little bit now, but now it's been officially announced to the public with this trailer. I'm a big fan of Vanillaware and have played most of their games. This is kind of an old game and originally came out on the Wii as Muramasa the Demon Blade in 2009. Then it was ported to the PS Vita in 2013 with downloadable DLC missions and some new features. And that version was called Muramasa Rebirth. And now we have a new version coming out to modern consoles, Muramasa Revenant Blades, which is set to release early next year. I've never actually beat the game. I've only just tried it on PS Vita, and it was really great, just like all their games. So I'm excited to pick up this new version and maybe get more into the game this time around. They're remaking Ocarina of Time, which of course is a lot of people's, including one of my own favorite games ever. Be cooler if they remade Majora's Mask, which I feel like they probably will do at some point, because I do slightly prefer that one. It'll be interesting to see how it turns out. I'm very curious about the reception this game's going to receive, and if the game's going to be all visual upgrades with no real improvements or modernization of gameplay, or if it completely loses its identity, or it's going to be a complete overhaul and they're going to balance updating the visuals and controls while simultaneously keeping the soul of the old game in there and making it still resemble Ocarina of Time. Persona 6 has finally been officially announced. Very vague trailer. I still have yet to beat the fifth one because it just feels like it just keeps going on endlessly. It just won't stop. But I do love Persona 5. It's one of my favorite games, and it's cool that this one's finally been officially revealed. A new game from the mouthwashing devs, Carcass Clan. It's like a co-op tank game. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm sure it'll be interesting and hopefully have a good story just like Mouthwashing did. So I'm pretty excited for that. And the last game I'll shout out, which has been announced before, but now it has like an official release date, is Tenebrous Somnia, which is a very interesting looking indie horror game which combines old school retro graphics and gameplay, survival horror gameplay with live action cutscenes that actually look really cool and look really high quality. This one comes out October 16th of this year, and I'll probably check this one out because it just looks really sick and has some cool, creepy looking monsters in the trailer. It looks like a very well made indie horror game. And that wraps up my video. Hopefully you saw some cool games that caught your interest. Make sure to leave a comment for what games you're excited for and why that is, and I'll see you next time.